Hello, hello, hello. Boy, I wish I had some nails like Uncle Clifford.
To make them click.
Yeah, or they can go clack, 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 clack. Welcome back to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but how you doing, Keita?
Doing all right. I'm letting everything from the day go. And we're gonna do this right here. I need this pickup right now.
All right. Well, hopefully this can be fun and entertaining like the other ones.
I hope so.
Yeah, welcome back to our audience. But I did want to make one point about P-Valley that both of us missed. And it took other people watching our podcast to let us know what went slam over our heads. Was that September Eve comment.
Yeah.
Totally went over our heads that he was talking about Haley, Leticia, Autumn Night, Savage.
That's because we've been calling her that all season. So if we had just been thinking Autumn Night, we might have caught that that's who he was talking about when he said September Eve.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first thing I thought was Summer's Eve, but I knew that wasn't I knew that wasn't the right thing. Like, no, you ain't talking about that. So yeah.
I think my thing is I didn't think he liked or cared about her anyway. So when he was naming everyone, I wouldn't think that he would mention her because I don't think that she was there long enough for him to be vested, in her and care about her or whatever, especially since she was trying to sell the nightclub and do him dirty anyway. So if he'd have said peanut butter from one of the previous seasons, I'd have been like, oh yeah, I remember her. But September, I was just like, we ain't gonna miss her. Bye.
Yeah. Well, one person I know is gonna miss her. My cousin's boyfriend is disappointed that she will not be on the show. I know. I was just like, the character could be back and recast maybe, but the actress, I'm done with her. I didn't like her at all in the show.
I did go back and see that she was on Harry Potter, and I was like, oh, you were so nondescript. Like, we don't really care that she was there.
It wasn't an important character.
It wasn't important. So, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I remember that scene, but it was so much going on.
But because I forgot that, I forgot she was British when she showed up on this because I forgot all about her being in Harry Potter. My cousin reminded me. And I was like, yeah.
I was like, girl, bah. So anyway, well, we got some new shows that we're going to talk about. Yeah. We had been saying that we're going to catch everyone up on Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. So you ready to get into that one?
Sure. Might as well.
All right, let's do it.
Girl say might as well.
Might as well. All right. So you all caught up, right?
I am. Okay, and I didn't fall asleep on this week's episode. So last week took me the entire day. I was falling asleep. I would get through half a scene and be like, and so and then I had to pick it back up later, rewind. It was a mess. It was a whole mess. So this week I could watch the whole thing in like 40 minutes or however long it is. And I got through it. It still wasn't that great, but it was better.
Okay.
So I don't have to do a scene by scene. I'm good on that. So what takeaways? What are your takeaways?
So let me first say this. I thought that the point of Raising Canaan, and now I'm just realizing it's actually called Raising Canaan and not just Canaan. And I think that's really what I was thinking about, because I really thought, okay, well, we see where he came from. We see that his mama was a dealer. We know all the backstory. What's the point in coming back? And then I thought, well, when are we going to see what the relationship between Canaan and Ghost was? And it just really seems like Power Book 3 is more about Rock and the business. And then they sprinkle him in every now and then when he do something stupid or when she tell him something to do. Then we see him.
Yeah.
But
he's not a main character.
He's not the main character. He's not the real focus. And I just really want to know how it relates to Ghost. Bring it back.
But I do like Rock though. I love her.
I love Rock. I went back to IMDb, whatever the thing is called, to see what she's played in before, to see if I've ever seen her before. And I haven't. So it was good, to get to meet some new characters or to see some new characters. But she
was on a show I used to watch called Madam Secretary. It's about who's the lead? Taya Leone, I think, is Secretary of State. And Rock was one of her, she was one of her, not chief of staff, but one of those kind of people in her office. So I remember her from that. But
was she good in that?
She was okay. She wasn't a major character. She's much better on this. She's, she's the focus, like you said, and she's still badass. I mean, you can't deny it. She do her thing on this show, and her hair is just, everything to me.
Oh my God, it's so 70s, and I love it. I love, where'd you go? I love the outfits. I mean, it's so, oh my God. I don't know if the young people are watching it, but
the young people,
but it's so 70s, and it just remind me of those days when you would comb your hair out and then mush it.
It's the 90s.
Huh?
It's not the 70s, it's the 90s.
Her hair is the 70s.
Oh, you can't.
No, that big hair, she normally wears the big.
It's up too high, you can't see it.
The big poof hair.
It's a poof up top, but
it reminds me of when they would just comb it all back and mush it back up top.
Look, if you see me sideways, no, I did it that way so you can see her hair.
Yeah, that hairstyle is a little bit more recent. You trying to make me dizzy.
Just amuse myself, that's all.
Quit playing with yourself. We talking about raising Canaan.
Now, if anybody's listening to this and not watching, that sounds really bad. Quit playing with yourself. I'm playing with my backgrounds.
Hey, we just finished 10 episodes talking about P-Valley. I don't think
you don't know what I might be over here doing. I know that's right.
It was so much going on in there. No one would be surprised about what comes out of our mouths at this point.
Oh man. Yeah, so her hair, I mean, I just like her style, her attitude and everything. She's kind of hardcore though. She could give her son a little bit more love, a little bit more nurturing.
Like she's giving Jukebox.
Yeah, she's way more tender with Jukebox than she is with Canaan. And I think that's important for us to see. Even though Jukebox ends up crazy, and I mean, it might be nice to see how she ended up where she was on Power, because she was Looney Tunes on Power. She was over the top, just, rock, hardcore. And so she's not that yet. So, yeah, I'm with you, though. It would be nice to see, it move a little further along. He can't stay 15 the whole time. Well, says it takes the whole, more than just a year or a few months to raise a child. So if he being raised, unless they just mean raising him in the game, but I'm still hoping we're gonna actually get to see him finally meet Ghost and Tommy. Although if they do keep it back in the day, they're gonna have to have other characters for Ghost and Tommy. Now, do you want to see anybody else play Tommy? Like a young Tommy?
Well, I mean, like I said, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought eventually we come across, like they have the whole Unique thing. So is Unique's son or cousin Ghost or something? I mean, like you're going through this whole thing introducing us to Unique and whatever the guy's name, that's the big guy where they're getting the drugs from. But I'm just trying to figure out at what point are y'all gonna now link the stories together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do need to move it along a little quicker, because I'm tell you right now, I'm not watching another season of this.
Right.
As slow as it's going, and
it's very slow.
Few little months of this boy's life. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep watching that. I need him, pretty soon. I need him to be like 30. In his 20s.
You done skip 15 years.
Yeah, some gotta happen. He at least gotta get in his 20s, or I'll give him until his late teens.
Yeah.
I can see him 19. Yeah, but he's not interested enough. He just be sitting around. I can't do it.
Yeah, because they were the opening scene. Was it opening scene? They were sitting in the living room watching a movie, and Jukebox was like, "You so sensitive," and I'm like, "How we go from sensitive to him being a drug dealer? Like, it's just moving super slow."
Super slow. Yeah, and and you can kind of guess how he's gonna end up.
Yeah, because probably something tragic will happen. Something with really
that
tragic.
raggedy mama. she,
who won't tell her son who his dad really is. So what do you think is really behind that? Because to me, it's just not enough that he's a cop. It's not enough.
It's I don't know. And it's interesting. I guess we all figured from the first episode that he really remembered who shot him.
Of course we knew, yeah.
Rock and them didn't know. She found out last night.
And he knew that she told him to do it.
Exactly. That was a good part of the episode. I was like, oh, there it is now. All right, let's do it.
He said, the kid, he can't shoot for shit.
Right. Right.
All right.
He's gonna try to put a hit on me, but he said, I ain't trying to be funny, but your boy needs to go to the range.
Oh yeah, you didn't do a good job of teaching him how to shoot. So yeah, they have an interesting family dynamic there. It's real interesting.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then the whole thing about Nicole dying and the parents keep stalking the police department. Well, we know people. And what did the mayor say? And I'm like, is this really important in the grand scheme of things?
It's not. I think they just wanted to see how people with privilege behave.
We already know
folks locked up even when they didn't do anything. I think that's what that's about. And yeah, okay, they got that out there. Now we can move on. We don't have to see her parents again.
I don't want to see her parents again. She dead, y'all. She dead.
No, you think they should just move on? It ain't that
simple. But the thing is, how do you? She said Laverne gave her the drugs and taught her how to use it, and I'm going,
where you get all of that from?
What? Did you have it on camera?
Say what now?
Right. It's like, okay. So yes, it was, and I'm sure that happens. Like, I'm sure that really does happen in real life. I just could have lived without that scene.
People get fixated on who they think committed the crime and they won't let it go, even if they have no proof. They just, how people be like, I still think. They don't have to have any proof or evidence. That's just what they think. Well, I still think. Okay, I'm done with you now.
Yeah, and Burke from the gate didn't trust Detective. I think it's Detective Howard. His name is Howard.
Yeah, she been
from the gate, from the hello, my name is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dang, ain't you supposed to trust your partner?
Not in New York, apparently. Not in a precinct. I did like, so you didn't watch The Wire, but D'Angelo from The Wire showed up on Raising Canaan. And he's, I think he was Dean, the big guy drug dealer, who's telling Unique, I can't fool with you right now, you hot. He was doing bingo with his grandmother.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I think it's his grandmother.
Yeah. He played a character called D'Angelo on The Wire. So I like seeing him show up. And you saw Hollywood show up.
Hollywood. Yeah.
He was a little weird.
Sugar,
He said his
Queen
lines
Sugar about
weird.
to come on the last season.
Yeah.
Of Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar. Hollywood from Queen Sugar showed up on Raising Canaan yesterday. Yeah. So that was cool. I like seeing him. Like I said, he said his lines a little weird. And so I couldn't figure out if he's supposed to be trying to do an accent or something. It sounded strange, but it might be better next week.
He don't need to come back. Again, I'm trying to figure out how Canaan is linked to Ghost. Can we just concentrate on that? I don't care about a record company. I don't care about them getting more corners. Okay. I have officially learned how the people in the projects from back in the day got their clothes. I'm good, thank you. But anyway.
You know how no holler for the peripheral characters and storylines. Get to the point. Where's Ghost? Where's Tommy? What are we doing? Right. What's all of this? What are we watching?
Well, because Force is about after Power. And Tommy immediately said, oh, I can't go back to New York. New York done with me. Like, he is moving on. I got to set up shop over him. This is the new. Yeah, so if you're going to go back.
At first too, though.
Huh?
Tommy's show was slow at first too.
That's what you think. I didn't think
that's what a lot of people think. It wasn't just me. It was a little slow at first, and I was just like, I didn't care about all them people they were showing us, all them Irish and all these gangs, all these the little chick. I wasn't trying to see none. I was like, where's Tommy? That's how I was wanting to see. The same thing you saying about this. We want to see the people that we like. And
right.
So if it wasn't about Tommy and what he was trying to do, I didn't care. That the Irish family and the little family dynamics with the father, the son, and the daughter. I don't care.
Right.
Her drug game, I don't care.
You don't care?
The black drugs she was selling. Didn't care.
Well, I only understood that because he had to learn about everybody he had to get out the way. And that's how I took that.
Yeah, I agree.
In a new area, and all of the players had to come about in order for him to know who he needed to get out the way. With this, if you're gonna go back for a little while and then tell me what was the dynamic between Canaan, Ghost, and Tommy. Get to it.
So that's the flaw in, as you're saying, that's the flaw in this series. With the Tariq story, we don't have to worry about where he came from. We already actually know. And we want to see where is he going. With Tommy, same thing. Well, we don't know where he came from exactly, but we know what he's been doing on Power for the last, 6 years. And now he has to move forward. So we don't have expectations for storylines on either one of those. We kind of just riding to see where they're going. With Raising Canaan, we know where it's going. We just want you to go and get there. Yeah. Go and get there a little quicker, because at the rate they're going, it's going to take 10 years and I'm not doing it.
Right. And so we need to call them 50 Cent and who is this? Courtney
something.
Kemp, is it Kemp?
I think
we need to call them in advance, so when they do Power Book 5 with Tate's character, we need to go and say, look, go on, get to the point. Whatever you gonna do.
Is that true? They doing a book 5 with Tate?
Yeah, it's called Intelligence or Intellectual or something. Wait a minute.
I didn't read it. Oh, you got one on me today.
I thought you and I already talked about it. Oh, okay. Oops. Influence.
Oh.
Power Book 5, Influence. And it's about Tate.
Yeah, I like him though.
So when they get to filming that, because they just finished filming Force. So when you get to 5, I need y'all to get to the point. Don't lollygag.
We don't need his whole backstory. You're right. We don't need all of that. Let's see what he gonna do now.
Yeah.
Now with all of the big players out of town.
Let's keep it moving.
He gonna cut up.
Yeah.
He was good on Power. I like Lorenz Tate and his brother.
I love Lorenz Tate. He's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love him. And Lamar Tate, his brother.
Yeah.
He always be like this. You know, he always like that hardcore dude.
Yeah.
I
I
like
love it. I love it. So I have a question for you.
What's that?
Do you think Unique is gonna figure out why Rock was in the Bogota, as Jill Biden called it, the Bogota instead of the bodega?
I think he will figure it out.
I shouldn't have done that, but it was so funny.
I mean, they wouldn't have shown it otherwise, I think. So it'll come up.
You think it'll come back up that
she's stashing her money there? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially since she done took Warrell.
Yeah,
she's squeezing them off of all of their corners. And now Dean won't even give him any more product. So he's gonna get desperate. Well, he's already desperate. It's gonna get worse. Yeah. And if she tried to frame him for murder, yeah, she's doing a lot. She's doing a lot.
He said, "What did Rock say?" She said, "She didn't say anything. She just stared at me." I was like, "Pretty much."
She mean mugged her on her way out.
Right.
Who you looking at? My business.
Which was the name of the episode.
Well, I'm just saying.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. But yeah, I don't really, like I said, I don't really have a lot to say. The whole killing Scrappy thing, and it's just a lot of external fluff. That's my word. And I just really feel like we need to get to the point. We in season 2. Come on, let's start mushing this together.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What about, dang it. Okay, that's Canaan and Famous.
Famous is so funny to me. He is like so clueless. Wanna be rapper.
He got 2 people in here trying to help him not get in trouble with his mama, and he still couldn't figure it out. I was like, what is, then got put out. Now he got all his stuff in a trash bag. He ain't got nowhere to go. I was like,
he ain't got no money.
No, they've been telling him, you ain't got no money. You ain't making no music. You had that one song that wasn't even that hot. He got to get to work. His sister is leaving, so he won't even have her in his corner. He got to he got to figure it out. But now in that regard, I really don't care about his career. I do want to see what Lou is doing, because I like Lulu. But I don't need Famous's life. Unless his next, the only thing I could think of is that he's out with Canaan, right? And so everybody's pushing him to get back in the studio. His last song was only hot because he talked about something that Canaan did. So is he gonna have to do another song telling the business?
Right.
Yeah, which will cause more trouble. So maybe that's what'll tie in. But they are going so slow. The pieces, it's hard to see where they're gonna connect, like you said. So.
Yeah, and I really do wonder. I mean, from what we see on Facebook in our circle, everybody is saying the same thing. It's just entirely too slow. People keep falling asleep on it. It's not interesting, and it is. It's the least interesting book in the Power Book series.
Yeah,
and so so far until we get to the part where Canaan and Ghost and Tommy come together and we understand that dynamic. But right now, it's just too much extra fluff, and I really don't care. And I really do not care about Famous or his sister. Irrelevant.
Why we got to see she's moving? So
irrelevant.
So
yeah. Don't care that the mama was out all night at work and came home and caught him in the bed with somebody he didn't know her name. I don't care. I really don't. Next.
Okay, so next.
So we have a interesting poll for our viewers.
Wait. You done with Canaan?
Yeah,
you don't want to talk about Scrappy?
I don't want to. I don't care about Scrappy. Wait, why you care about Scrappy?
He did kind of get murked at the end. Like you know.
Streets need a body. Famous says streets need a body.
Well, they got one. They got one last night. don't care about Scrappy. Well, for anybody out there who cares, Scrappy got killed. They marked him as a snitch, and Rock shot him in the head. All right, next. Get to the poll. What's the poll question?
The poll question is, you over there crying about Scrappy. You ain't even know Scrappy.
I know. I was like, who?
Yeah.
One eye. Why he got one eye? I don't know.
I had to go back and tell you what happened. So we want to know from our viewers if they are interested in seeing us discuss some other shows. Now, we are prepared today to talk about Bell Collective and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which is really wild. But if our viewers are interested in seeing us talk about any other shows, which ones are those? So what do we watch together?
Yeah, that's the thing though, because baby, if we could get into them Housewives of Atlanta or Dubai, oh no, you do watch Dubai, but then it's over. Or if we could get into, see, I do Beverly Hills Housewives too. I do Potomac, you don't do those. Married to Medicine. See, I could talk about these Bravo heifers all day. All day.
The Bravo heifers.
All day. I've been thinking about doing, like, I'm not a housewife, but I could be a real wife of, where I live.
You want to be a housewife of Atlanta? I'll make a call for you.
I'm not a housewife. I don't want a peach. I need I guess a mountain. But anyway, I could do real housewives all day. And I know you could do probably anything on HGTV.
I can do any show on HGTV.
I can't even say it. And then
that is my channel. I wish I could invest some money in that shit.
And then my girl and her Love and Lockups, I try, but I really wouldn't even have anything to say every week except for she dumb. He dumb.
Exactly.
He dumb. He dumb.
It's like, what's that show we used to watch together?
Ready to Love.
Ready to Love. Every week I'm going, why are they so aggressive?
Well, put a ring on it. That's my girl. But it got to the point now where it's like, they stupid. Why they still together? Well, they stupid. That why we say the same thing every week.
Yeah, but Nicole finally told that girl she was stupid.
She did. That's why I said that's my girl. So she's doing her thing. But I'm saying, like, if you get to a point with a show where it's the same reaction to it,
the same thing.
Yeah. The women too aggressive. What'd you say? The women too aggressive?
The women too aggressive, and they always naked.
And they close.
I ain't never seen so many areolas in my whole life. And I used to work at Victoria's. Like, why you turning colors? You turning colors.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm just saying, just because you're on a show about dating doesn't mean you have to be naked. Like they are literally skipping to the end. Like, we gonna do this or what? You wanna do this or what?
Right.
You got time or what? Like, you don't even know dude's name.
So yeah, I'm Ready to Love might not work. I'll be ready for what else we doing on. Oh, well, Martell and them will be back in September. We're gonna be all over that. Yeah, so we just gotta fill in some time.
We gotta wait till Love and Marriage Huntsville comes back. Yeah. I don't care about DC no more. That don't have to come back. No, they were so boring.
You talking about Monique and them? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with them. But you should. I really wish you would watch Married to Medicine. Those my girls. I love them.
And let me tell you, last night I was determined. I'm talking about all the strength, really strong, not strength, but strong, that I can muscle up to stay up to watch House of the Dragon. Oh Lord, I must have rewound the TV like 4 times because I kept falling asleep because I was so sleepy.
It was good.
It was good. I mean, I watched the whole thing, but I gotta watch it again because it was so good.
It was.
I started back watching the regular Game of Thrones again, and I'm at the point where Baratheon wanted to kill Daenerys because she had gotten pregnant. And so if they'd have just killed her off at that point, of course, we wouldn't have had no more.
But I think they couldn't because of her. Anyway, things had to happen the way they happened.
Right.
That way. Yeah.
Right.
And see, I read the books. I read 5 of them, I think, before the show. I was already reading the books before I knew it was going to be a show. So I was excited when the show came along. And the casting is excellent for Game of Thrones.
Excellent.
They match the characters in the book almost identically. There are only 1 or 2 changes where like there were 2 characters. They had to change the names from the book when they did the show because there was an Asha and an Osha, and that would have gotten confusing on the show. So they left it at Asha, and then they changed the other one to Yara. She ended up being the hardcore sister, Theon's sister. Yeah, they changed her name for the show.
Greyjoy.
Yeah. But
I am like so super excited that show is on. And I know that probably will be super difficult to talk about in a podcast, but it's great.
Because they slicing, dicing.
Yeah.
People get dead on Game of Thrones. You got
just like Scrappy.
Yeah. R.I.P. Scrappy.
He was like, nah. that was his last 2 words. Nah.
Yup. Nah. Unfortunately, bro.
All right. Let's talk about this. Huh?
I said, yeah, so go ahead.
Let's talk about this Bell Collective.
Marie and Leticia and Latrice and them.
Yeah, they all got the same name. Oh, this show is hilarious to me.
Why is it?
Let me say this. Who is that supposed to be? Marie?
I was trying to get you that hairdo. I'm gonna get it though. Give me a minute.
All right. Listen, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes.
And although I have not been to Jackson since I don't remember. I think it was 2017. I think.
Okay. So 5 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of things have been developed. As a matter of fact, one of my classmates did say that Jackson has been doing a lot of developing, and it would be great to see Ferris Street get back up and running like it used to. But baby, these ladies, they are some interesting characters.
They are obsessed with, Latrice is obsessed. No, Leticia, the brunch lady. She's obsessed with Ferris Street. And I guess because it's not, they don't show it enough, or I don't think they've even explained it enough. What's the big deal about this place?
Yeah, she did. They have explained it.
I mean, but since then though, yeah, it had some heritage way back in the day, but are any businesses still open?
Mm-hmm.
So that was where Big Apple Inn was, or that was somewhere else?
One of the locations, yes, is on Ferris Street.
Okay. Like, I want to see more about what's actually still available now. Are they all Black?
I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
I literally go to Big Apple Inn and turn around and get back on the highway. So
all the people in Jackson, of course, you can't speak for all of Jackson, but growing up, you knew Ferris Street was this, Black heritage kind of area. Black folks like, Black Wall Street kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was more things down there because it was a fish place down there too that my mom liked to eat at on Ferris Street. And then I can't remember, of course, but it was some type of festival that was on Ferris Street all the time. But I mean, I'm so far removed from Jackson. I mean, I haven't lived there since I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really that familiar with it. But and then Leticia is actually not from Jackson. She's from Pelahatchie. So
that's why the chick kept saying the Pelahatchie crew. That was
the Pelahatchie posse.
Posse, yeah. Her nasty self.
She's from Pelahatchie, so I don't really know why she. And so that's another kind of hole in the story is you're from Pelahatchie, but what is your draw to Ferris Street in Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I understand exactly.
About her granddaddy. She said something. Maybe
I don't remember. It's been so much other stuff, about their lives, about this whole Glenn situation. And I'm still not clear on whether or not they know if the baby is his or not. I think she'll go back with him, but I don't know about the baby. Is the baby his?
I don't know, but her mama said he's slicking in a pot of boiled okra. I fell out. I was like, that's a good description. She did that. Because when you boil it gets slimy and slick. She was like, you're slicking in boiled okra. I said, girl, you did that.
Oh boy. But as far as like, I've been trying to really figure out a way to say, maybe not today, I'll figure out a way to say it. But Leticia so far seems like she has the most sense, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something.
She the most put together, or
it's some. She's some.
She does seem to have the most sense, though.
Yeah,
she handles herself the best way, and when she talks in her confessionals, she's letting you know that she's being nice, but she's still peeping game.
Yeah,
she sees Aikisha, and she's just like, yeah, this heifer.
Look at Marie. Marie, Essie said her and Marie have a hair business and they are licensed cosmetologists. And baby, I swear, every time they show Marie, I'm like, Cosmo, what now?
Latrice was looking at her like, you sure?
Yeah.
You have a hair business? She was
White diamonds.
She was like, I'm glad I inspired you.
Right.
The shade.
I laughed. I was just like, she called her. I was getting ready to leave, but I smelled white diamonds walk through the door. Then she started talking about the girl waves in her hair.
Yeah, she said, oh, that Latrice is funny. And then she said, so she got such a long, slow draw.
She has a very long,
it's funny to me. It's so funny to me. She's hilarious.
She was like, and yeah, you're in one place in Dogwood, but I'm worldwide. And
yeah, because little girl tried to come for her though. She was like, well, we're in Dogwood and you're in the hood. And she was like, no, you in Dogwood and I'm worldwide. I was like, there you go. Tell her, right. Essie, whatever.
So I did. Okay, so Dogwood. And of course, I'm sure my Mississippi people will tell me, but Dogwood is in Flowood, but I've never heard anybody call it. Okay. You know how the name of a plaza like Headland and Delow, remember? Mm-hmm. So Dogwood Festival is in Flowood. It's a shopping area. It has everything. It's
called Dogwood Festival, like they have with the trees.
Shopping. It's all shopping stuff. But I've never called it Dogwood Festival. I mean, Dogwood. I just say I'm going to Flowood.
Well, what's Flowood? That's
Flowood, Mississippi is where it's located.
Oh, it's a town. Okay, so a town called Flowood and Dogwood.
Flowood, Mississippi.
But neighborhood
if Dogwood is the Dogwood I think she's talking about, of course I don't know since I ain't been to Mississippi in a long time. I think she's referring to Dogwood Festival, which is where all the shopping is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was just like, why did she call it Dogwood instead of Flowood? That's where it's in Flowood, Mississippi. It's clear to me, but whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, that's where all of the, everything is up there. The Gap, the Old Navy, the little JCPenney's, and Cheddar's. I don't even know if all this stuff's still there since I ain't been there so long.
I'm gonna have to ask my other Jackson people.
Yeah, you have to ask all the other Jackson people because I ain't been there, but yeah, so all of the shopping and the new restaurants and all of that stuff is in Flowood. Mm-hmm. Dogwood is one section of it where one section of the shopping is.
Okay, well, that's what she called it. Maybe that's what she meant. She in that part of the mall or the shopping plaza.
Yeah, I'm assuming, and I'm just like,
but both of them.
What would you say to that girl that chose, like why? Yeah,
she sound crazy because Leticia's hair is absolutely gorgeous
every time.
If I were gonna get what you call it, weave stuff like, or a wig or something, I would go to her shop. Her hair is gorgeous. Or if I wanted some other hair care products, I would do Stormy because her hair is gorgeous. Stormy on Huntsville.
Yeah, I knew who you was talking about.
Yeah,
but
and they've shown that that's
real hair.
That's her real hair.
That's her real hair. Okay.
Yeah. So I would trust her, but Essie, what is her name? Essie. I would not trust her or Marie with them shag wigs on. I'm hot with her. Her hair looks like straw. The wig is so ugly, it looks like straw. And then when she do the waves, they look stupid. All of it. And I don't know who told her to wear blonde. That's not for her.
No.
A lot of people can wear blonde, and it's not her skin color. It's just it might be just her particular tone it don't work with. I don't know, or it's just that she's choosing the worst wigs. She just, her wigs are so cheap and ugly.
Yeah.
That the color make it even worse.
Right.
Yeah. But Essie loves it.
Girl, I did think that girl was liking her in the very beginning before they said that Essie was married. I was like, in the reunion show.
Yeah, but Marie's husband thinks something going on between the two of them, and I can see it. I would totally believe it. I don't care if she married or not. People do what they do even when they married. So, I don't care nothing about that.
Look. That's when you start. Right.
Because nobody else's situation. I keep telling you. So yeah.
And I'm tired of Marie talking about this rumor, blackballing, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? This came out on the reunion show.
You held that for like 10 minutes.
Who cares? I just talk.
I cannot with you.
I really do not. It's so. Who cares, man? Like, she needs something else to talk about.
That's her point, though. She cares, and it's really destroying her internally. I think that, though, somebody said it. Her girl Essie.
Just call her White Diamonds.
That's easier to remember.
White Diamonds and Waves. That's gonna be her new name.
Yeah, so her wave boo, she was like, she thinks it's more than just this too. Marie got a lot going on. But she said she got lupus. Her grandson's mother was murdered.
That was sad.
So this whole thing, these rumors about her business, if it's not true, it's gonna blow over pretty quickly. So you ain't got to worry about it.
Exactly. You keep bringing it up.
Yeah. If they are true, you might want to shut up about it. And yes, it will ruin your career if it's true, but that's drama that you whipped up. You did that.
Exactly.
So if somebody,
but didn't she say she got like 45 businesses? I'm exaggerating, but
she did say she had a few. And we know of the heroin
Well, that's the one they want to do, I
Recovery
think.
place.
We only know about Dogwood.
And
Dogwood.
was it something with elderly or some kind of medical something she was doing?
Methadone.
I thought it was something else too, though.
No.
Maybe not. But yeah,
It just annoys me so much because that's the only thing she can talk about. And I just want to talk about the wig. Let's talk about this wig. And you're supposed to be a hairstylist.
Because Latrice, she got to show off too. She sits up extra tall in her chair and she just be like, every time she talks to Marie or about Marie, Latrice goes into, honey. And she knows she look good. And she's like, I don't care what that dragon got to say about me. I look good. I don't care.
She does.
About what the Buffalo doing. I was looking good.
She is representing her business very well.
Yes. And she does. Her drawl is awful, but she speaks intelligently too most of the time.
She just talks slow.
She just talks slow and country, but she, she handles herself very professionally. She don't get in the gutter with Marie. She can. I see it all over her that she can.
But it's so matter of fact. And I think it has to catch up to Marie, just like it had to catch up to Essie. She was like, oh, wait. Did she?
She just clowned me. That was some shade. Oh, what?
That was some shade. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, Marie gets offended later when she figures it out, like you said. And Latrice already gone and living her life.
And it's funny because that was one of the ways I used to describe my grandmother, my mom's mom. She was quick with it. She would say something, but then it wouldn't dawn on you till later, and you'd be like, "Did she?" And I would be like, "Dang, she's good."
Got me.
Yeah. But your girl Tambra.
They didn't really show her though.
They didn't show her this last season, but she's on the show. And I have to say, her Valley girl talking get on my damn nerve. And I'm going, she from Jackson?
But she's a radio personality. She's a character.
So I did some research, calling my cousins. And I'm like, who knows this girl? Calling friends too.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows this girl? And they were like, no, Kim, you wouldn't know her. She's younger than she's young. And I'm like, well, do y'all know, did she really talk like that? They were like, all her life. And I said, but we from Jackson. No one talks like a Valley girl. Mm. And they say, that's how she talked. And I said, and this girl is on the radio? There is no way I could listen to that.
Well, she's a radio personality. I mean,
yeah, she probably have like 5 listeners. I mean, I know they gave her some award, but it must not have been a national award. It must have been a local award or something.
She seems sweet though. I don't know how
you don't seem sweet, but that voice annoys me, and I couldn't talk to her not 1 second.
She just seems to, I think because she's really short, I think she gets away with the like
2 feet tall,
like kind of baby talking almost. I think she gets away with it because she's petite. But you look in her face, she's not a baby.
Yeah, she look old.
Yeah.
She looks older.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you saying that she's younger than you? Is she really that much younger than you? She looks.
I don't know her. I don't know her. Oh. I will say, well, the cousin that I was talking to is older than me by, how old is she? Like, I think by like 3 or 4 years. Must be 3 years. 59, I think. I mean, not 59, 49.
I'm about to say, wait a minute, how old are you?
49. And she said that she's much younger than her. So I'm figuring if she's using much younger, then she has to be younger than me.
Yeah.
So So I don't know.
She might still be 40. I won't tell your age, but she ain't that young.
If I can find it right quick. So, but her voice is annoying. Her voice is annoying.
I want them to get on to the dirt with her. I want to see her find out about this dude.
Yeah, well, it says here she's 41.
Okay.
So
that's quite a bit younger than your cousin.
And me too.
Yeah.
So
so y'all wouldn't be in the same.
Oh no, this says she's 43 as of 2022. 43.
That still puts you in a different crew.
Right. She was still in junior high when I was in high school.
Right. And
but
high school, you in college, so you ain't hang with her.
Yeah. But I don't know her, and I do know Aikisha. Yeah, and that's funny too.
Yeah, but back to Tamra. Well, I guess we can wait till next week when we find out.
Yeah, that whole situation about the
as to her, because it is funny when somebody been knowing somebody a long time, but don't know that they other friend messing with this person's man. It's
the same line on Love and Hip Hop.
I was just about to say that's the same thing on another show, Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, your friend been smashing this dude for years and you didn't know it. I don't know.
She's like, so and so, his real name is okay, but y'all never met.
And you never asked his real name. I got a friend who calls her guy by a different name, a nickname all the time, but I do know his real name.
Yeah. And they never met.
Yeah. I mean, and then if I met him with somebody else, I would know, hey, that's my girl's man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
Right, because I'm sure his nickname ain't his nickname just with you. That's his nick,
That's the point. That's a good point, because Tambra would call him the same name. She would have said it at some point. If your man got a nickname that everybody calls him, you're going to say it at one point. Right. Especially talking about him. And you would even tell your friends, his friends call him blah, blah, blah. So if you got another friend over here messing with a dude with that same nickname, you would get suspicious. Yeah, I don't know if I believe Leticia that she didn't know. She looked like she didn't, but.
Oh, she might not have known, because guess what? They might not be friends that have known each other a long time. They might be friends that have met recently because of this show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they do.
I think that happens quite a bit.
They brought this other chick on just to tell her that and be messy. Yeah. She probably approached the producers. You know how folks do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your girl Coleslaw.
Funky Dineva gave her that name and it's stuck.
It has.
Up and it's stuck.
Up and stuck. Yeah. But I don't, these are some interesting characters. The So Gucci lady, why is she calling? Why would you want
Gucci? Why? Is that what you were about to say? Sorry. We said it, we both thinking the same thing. Why would you call yourself So Gucci?
I want to know that. Like, you're in real estate.
Like, I ain't calling no grown man delicious. Who is that?
Cedric the entertainer. He's like, I ain't calling no grown man delicious.
Call her So Gucci. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
And you're in real estate. That means you're in real estate. That means you need to have people of different nationalities, different everything. So Gucci gonna have your people, your pool is gonna be.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what? Her name is what now?
They'd be like, who'd you buy your house with? So Gucci.
I'm gonna stick with Karen.
So Gucci. I was like, is she serious? When she said it on the first episode, I was like, is this a joke? You're a grown woman. Like grown.
Her name is So what?
Sophia.
Yeah. Sophia. What a pretty name.
Yes, yeah. And she said, she
keep quoting movies and shows all the time.
We watch too much TV. Movies. We watch too much TV and movies.
Ain't no too much.
As well. But some days I feel like, I need to stop watching this mess. I need to stop watching this. Especially them housewives. I need to stop. But then I need to know what Toya doing. I need to stop. But then I gotta go watch what Candy Bird's doing. I can't help
it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I find other people that watch this nonsense too, then here I am. End up here. Yeah. Right. So
I'm gonna get this right one day.
You got it today. You got it.
Well, I went over here first and then I was like,
okay, last thing I guess about Bell Collective.
I'm Jackson Royalty. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Back to Marie.
Oh, Marie. Okay.
She's gonna uninvite herself to the brunches. Like the brunches are the problem. No, hell, for you the problem. No, you the only one showing your whole ass at these events.
Each booty cheek, for real. Like,
yeah, and like they said, she ain't apologized. She wasn't like, I'm so sorry for tearing up.
Don't take no accountability.
None. She's just like, you know what? I can't come to these brunches because I speak my mind and y'all don't like that. Like, really? That's what you take from it? That's what you got out of that? They were in the bathroom screaming at each other. She gonna plead the fifth on playing a game at the table. Like, come on, Marie, you ain't gotta be that.
It was so, listen, when I was watching that scene, I was embarrassed.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Because can you imagine being at a function and people just start screaming in a bathroom? I can't imagine.
And not just people, the
guest,
the host,
right,
and one of the guests left the room to go in another room, and now they screaming at each other in the bathroom, and it's echoing. It's echoing all up and down the hall. People trying to act like, first they try to act like they didn't hear, because that's what, polite people, you're gonna keep cutting your food, you're gonna be like, kind of looking around, but then after a minute it's like, whoop, whoop, you start hearing people get called names. Now you looking, y'all are, yeah, that's a mess. It was a whole mess. Ain't no faking that. You can't pretend you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
It
was too much. That was embarrassing on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
It was just embarrassing. And I think if I was the host, if I was Leticia, I would have just let her go and talk to her later, because you're the host. Why would you leave?
Yeah. Well, when somebody close to you leaves upset, you don't want them to leave that way. That's just a natural.
Yeah, but
human reaction is to not let the person.
Yeah, but I'm not going in the bathroom arguing with you
that way. Yeah, I'm not doing that either. I'm just saying that's a natural response, I think, on Leticia's part. But when Marie let it be known, I'm not here for this. I don't play the radio. I'm gonna just step out. At that point, Leticia should have said, okay, we'll talk later. That's, she did. I think she should have left the table, gone to check on her friend.
Yeah,
her
but
friend
come
let
right
it be
back.
known that she ain't want to, she don't F with them at that table. Okay, then we'll talk later.
She knew who was gonna be there though, Nikita.
She did.
She should have just not come.
Yeah, she should have uninvited herself last
before
week.
She got there.
Right. Yeah, she didn't have to come.
She should have marked no on the Evite.
In the group text, no, I'm not coming. Is that whole coming? I ain't coming. That's that's how we do. Who gonna be there? And you find out.
Girl, is that not what come on, that's the first thing we say. Who all gonna be there?
And I guess maybe she thought she could handle it. You think you're gonna be all right till you see somebody, and then you just had that reaction to them and be like, no, I can't do it. I gotta go.
No. No. She just should not have shown up.
Yeah, she should.
But she wanted some free food. That's what that was about. She didn't cook that day. and she wanted her and Essie wanted some free food. Essie didn't cook either.
Yeah. So if she don't come to any more brunches, I mean, I guess we'll still see her, but that'll be fewer scenes that she'll be in. We don't have to see her as much. She don't have to come to the brunches. And then if there's another fight at a brunch, then it ain't just Marie.
It's Marie.
Well, we've only seen.
Well, they gonna invite the girl who's sleeping with Tambra's man now.
Oh, yeah. To a brunch?
To a brunch.
Are they really?
I don't know.
You knew something before that I didn't know. So I didn't know if you saw something.
What I know?
You knew about the Power Book 5. I didn't know that. So you might have some other knowledge here. Yeah.
Not about Jackson, I don't. I'm not eating black-eyed pea casserole. I'm not eating moon pies, whether they're in the microwave or not. I'm not eating that.
Did you watch?
Apparently, I'm very removed.
Did you watch that dancing dog? The dancing dog show? Bring It.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. My aunt, I think, yes, texted me and said that So Gucci's husband is somebody's baby daddy from that show. One of Miss Diana's dancers. Her daddy is So Gucci's husband. The dude with the teeth.
I know what you're talking about. JJ or whatever his name is.
The hair.
Yeah, I told you I saw him on a picture last weekend. He attended my classmate's father's birthday party. Okay. And he was on a picture with my classmates. And I was like, isn't that dude from the show? That hair.
With the hair. Mm-hmm. And the teeth.
What? I just cannot. I cannot.
But the bad part is, he famous for being this baby's baby daddy. I'm just like, why? Why does everybody notice that? There were so many people talking about that. That's the daddy from the other show. And I'm like, and?
What did he do?
Like, exactly. Why is he famous?
If it was supposed to be about the dancing people.
He must have been on there showing out. That's all I could think. Why else would he be that popular?
I have to be honest with you, and you know this, that my niece was on that for the real young girls. Mm-hmm. I just have never been interested in anything like that. I think it's because,
like doing it, being one of the dancers, or watching the show? Watching it,
because I really just sort of feel like they just too young. I don't know. It's just something about it I just really don't like.
I kind of felt the same way. And I thought that they were training them to do J-set moves. But the J-sets are grown women. And these are little girls, and they don't need to be throwing it this hard at that age. They'll get it in college. They can do it in college and after that. But yeah, too young, because it's got its purpose, and these little girls don't need to be worrying about that purpose yet.
Yeah, and it's different.
To flirt with the guys,
right? And it's different from cheerleading. It's so different from cheerleading, because cheerleading is so regimented. It's it's mm-hmm. so totally different. Mm-hmm. I mean.
I know.
Even the outfits are totally different. And they're wearing all this makeup and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not interested at all.
Yeah, I can't get into the young girls doing it. So anyway, but I don't watch the show. I don't really get into all of that. So it only came up because apparently he's the baby daddy of some girls.
So I wouldn't know.
That were on a dance team. Okay.
I would not know. Okay. And if my sister didn't tell me stuff about even that, I wouldn't know. So the dancing doll, whatever it is.
All right. I think we've done Bell Collective. We'll see what happens later.
Yeah, everything else is uninteresting on it. Yeah. So last but not least,
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
ATL.
I finally got on board. Everybody I know was watching it, and I was like, I don't know if I can watch that. I used to love and Hip Hop New York with Chrissy and Jim Jones.
Oh, Chrissy, that's my boo.
Now you talking about some gorgeous hair.
Oh, she has some very thick hair.
God, her hair is amazing, and that's real, ain't it? That's her hair. It's the prettiest.
My cousin's hair is just like hers.
Ooh, that's too pretty.
It's long, and hers is long. Hers is about here, same thickness.
Chrissy probably just keeps hers cut because she couldn't let it grow. Ooh.
Yeah.
So pretty. And so I used to watch them and Yandy
and Kim Bella,
Erica Mena, all of these folks, Rich Dollars. He done showed up on
Richie D.
All the New York people moving to Atlanta. I see.
That's what happens.
I pick up Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season, and I know half the cast already. I was like, that's old Yan. Look at Mendices. He out of jail. I was like, oh, Erica Mena. She'd have married Safari. Okay.
She's a heterosexual now.
Yeah, she was with a woman.
Yeah, she was a homosexual in New York. Now she's a heterosexual in
That's
Atlanta.
why I was like, oh yeah, because I swear the last episode of Hip Hop New York that I watched, she was with a woman. She had a girlfriend.
Yeah, and both of them have had babies and gotten married. And then her husband came out as a homosexual.
Well, it happens. There's a lot going on, though. That's a lot going on, but it happens.
You got to put that on the board. Now
you got a flow chart.
He was with him, and she. Wait now. Erase.
Look, now you're talking about Jock. It's too many connections all up in there. He done slept with half the cast. I can't with him.
No, Jock has slept with half of Atlanta, apparently. Jeez.
He's something else. He is something else, baby.
Okay, this is what I want to know.
I hope this one works out.
Where y'all meeting Jock? Like, if Jock got all these jobs.
Jock.
Is that when he had the perm?
Yes. Yes. This what y'all chasing around?
Right. Jock on the radio.
Like somebody auntie.
Girl. He look like Shirlene. Man, listen, where are they meeting Jock? Where?
I don't know. Like Braxton and Mama said, he lay it low and spread it wide. Did you ever see their mama said that?
Evelyn she had some one-liners. Evelyn had some one-liners.
Laid it low and spread it wide. She was mad.
But I was just like, Jock.
Young Jock, and Kirk. He got all the kids too. It's going down. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. You look like that's what you was doing.
It is what I was trying to do. But yeah, it's just so funny. And I'm like, and Kendra kept saying, no, I want to get married. And he's like, things that we done spend this money, because she even said they spent $100,000 on the wedding so far. And he's like, we doing all of this last minute stuff. Let's slow down. Maybe we should just move it back, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And she's like, no, I want to get married. In the meantime, in the other scene, you got a whole table that had sex with Josh in the last 24 hours. I mean, Josh, in the last 24 hours.
A whole...
Your turn.
Party. It's a mess. And everybody's sitting there like, look, I cannot believe they had a whole table of people discussing her man's cheating.
And I was with him in 2010, 2011, 2012.
She named all the years. I was going, why is she? That was awful. So whose fault do you think that was? Do you blame
Spice?
You blame Spice? Yeah.
Spice the one brought it up.
She brought it up. She didn't have to be like, well, my girl smashed him back in. She didn't have to do that. She did not have to. And so then, but her girl didn't have to go as far as she.
She didn't have to say 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 20.
And she didn't have to 2019. She didn't even have to show receipts because she was so thorough. Everybody believed her.
Well, everybody except Sierra. Sierra was like, I don't know if that bitch telling the truth.
Sierra don't know nothing because she don't even know anybody. What was that? Carly was like,
You in the wedding?
You in the wedding? Got me cracking up.
It fell on the floor and everything. I mean, but that was a surprise to me too, because I'm sitting here going, of all people, Kendra as Sierra?
Maybe Sierra the only one ain't slept with Jock.
Yeah.
She wanted somebody in the wedding.
She should have asked Rashida, ain't they distantly related? Because you know Rashida and Scrappy are related.
Yeah.
And Scrappy and Jock are related.
Yeah.
So maybe Rashida and Jock are related. So maybe Rashida should have been in the wedding.
Well, Sierra isn't. And so do you know, like, because this was taped a while ago, did they go through with it, the wedding?
You know what? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I want to watch to see how the show.
See what happened tonight.
And it's funny because I actually do follow Jock on Instagram. I started following Jock because he was I was listening to him on the radio. And he was talking about something, and I wanted to hear what happened, like the end of whatever he was talking about. So I followed him on Instagram to see if he finished talking about it on his Instagram page. But I'm not on Instagram like that, so I don't even know if they went through with it. I mean, according to the coming up next, previews, somebody did say something in the middle of the wedding, or at least that's what they made it seem.
I hope they missed 2010, 11, 12. I hope it ain't her.
2011, 2012.
What if she stood up in the wedding?
She's like, you probably won't remember, because I love Living Single. I watch it every day. You remember when Regine was dating Heavy D? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She went to the house to meet his friends, and the guy was a poet, and he was like, ain't gonna. That's what it reminded me of. She was going 2010, 2011, 2013.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that scene? I gotta find it. I'm gonna send it to you. Because that's exactly what she found. That's what she sounded like. He was like.
Then that pause.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll find it and send it to you. But yeah, I was like, so yeah, I'm gonna wait to see if they got married.
Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. It's tonight, right?
So see, tonight is Falcons Monday.
Oh, it is Monday Night Football.
So Love and Hip Hop gonna have to
tomorrow
record it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't watch it live either. I always watch.
So I'm gonna be watching the foot of the ball.
Ball and the feet.
The ball and the feet. So yeah, the Falcons play the Jets tonight. So yeah, I'll be watching football.
We'll probably be watching it too, actually.
Yeah.
So. But I don't have to worry about it. I'll watch Love and Hip Hop tomorrow.
Yeah, but see, we know we can't get on the Facebook though. We can't get on Facebook.
People will tell it. They will.
Yeah. So I won't. It'll be the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning after my 9:30 meeting. I watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll get into it tomorrow at some point. Yeah. So what else? I think they made the right decision to put those kids out of Frost Bistro before they burn the whole place down. I don't know why they left them in there this long, tearing your shit up. I mean, How old are they? They all need a whooping.
They all grown. I'm talking about grown, because some of them have kids. One of them, right? One of them has kids.
I don't know.
A child.
So why does the sister hate the girlfriend so much? You know, I'm just not watching it. And it's on site with this girlfriend. Every time she see her, they about to go to blows.
Who's sister?
Kirk's daughter and
Oh,
Kai's girlfriend. Why they hate each other so much?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was either because they lied about something or stole something or something. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. You got to give me a minute.
She can't stand her ass. Every time she see her, she want to pop her in the nose. So I'm like, what is this really about?
I don't remember.
That fight that was on video in the restaurant, that was a mess. And now they fighting at Rashida's store opening or whatever that was. And I'm like, yo, for real?
Yep.
Simmer down.
It's so stupid because all of them broke. Like y'all just
they all broke.
All of y'all broke. All of y'all working at a fast food place. Well, it's not, it's a restaurant, but y'all couldn't do nothing else that you got to depend on your parents. Like, really, come on now. And then they didn't even do that right. And then money came up missing. It's just too much.
Somebody was
they was stealing food.
That was part of the episode, right? The guy was like, somebody in here stealing food, and he pointed her out, and then they fired her. No, they didn't fire her. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Girl.
They didn't. Yeah. But it's too, girl, that relationship is a mess too.
And see, you know what?
I had a whole baby on Rashida on the show.
See, you know what? I never watched it before this season. And so if you hadn't told me that, I would have had no idea, because they so lovey-dovey. Like they just the perfect couple on here. And so if I didn't know what you said, I would be believing that.
And that girl worked at I can't remember where she worked. But anyway, I was at what's that rooftop bar by the Omni, not the Omni. Yeah, the Omni. By Hudson Grill, by CNN Center. What's that rooftop bar, that hotel?
Not Glenn.
Glenn, yeah.
Yeah.
I went in there one time and they were about to film something for Love and Hip Hop. Walk right back out. Nope. And it was about Kirk. It was about Kirk and that girl.
The other chick, the baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that?
Ooh. So we've been in COVID like 9 years, right?
Yeah, I feel like it.
She's about to choke
on my water. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so I don't remember. Cause I was going to meet some folks. But yeah, he had the season prior to him having the baby, he on camera cheated on Rashida.
That's bold. On camera.
Him and Scrappy had gone to some cabin, and it turned out that one of the girls that was in the bed with Kurt, because it was like more than one, was it Minna or the other girl? It was it turned out to be one of the girls who eventually wound up being on Love and Hip Hop. I can't remember, it so long ago, but yeah, so he cheated on her.
He cheated on her with somebody that ended up being on the cast.
Yeah, one of the 3 girls that was in that bed, if I remember correctly. I think it wound up being on Love and Hip Hop, or the friend of somebody on Love and Hip Hop. And so that was the year prior, and then he met the girl. So they showed it. He was with what's the one that's the rat guy, Stevie.
Yeah.
And they were at the bar, and that's where he met the girl. And fast forward, he got her pregnant.
Wow. But I was just trying to get a time frame, like how long, has it been? So you saying, is it like 5 years, 10 years?
No, because the baby ain't 5. The baby should be like 2 or 3 or some shit.
Oh, wow. So it's still kind of new, but they act like it ain't.
Well, because Rashida had a baby, Carter. So how old is Carter?
Mm-hmm.
So was Carter before or after? Carter was either right before or right after.
Mm.
So their babies should be like 1 year apart or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's messy. That's a whole lot going on the cat.
I was like on TV though. He like did it in front of, as Latrice said, worldwide.
Well, Carly went to Jock's bachelor party, pops out of a box, and who knows what she did after that.
Well, Kurt said she had her clothes on. But we can't believe nothing come out of Kirk's mouth.
I mean, yeah, it's just like just too many connections there. And then everybody knows and everybody's talking about it. It's a bad look for Kendra. Kendra or Kenya?
And she's an attorney, supposedly.
Yeah. That's odd. And when she watches this, if she watched it last week like we did, she had to feel like a big idiot. If she's married to him now and is just now seeing this episode air on TV, she's got to feel like an idiot. These folks had a whole conversation.
Okay, let's be clear.
And your man.
Let's be clear. Everybody in the whole freaking world knows there is one place where you can find out all the gossip you need to know in ATL. The whole world knows. You looking at me like you don't know.
I don't.
The salon. Hairstylists know all.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
Of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you,
they pull it out your scalp. I don't know how they do it. They just pull it right.
So you mean to tell me Kendra don't go get her hair done and know, like, girl?
There would have to be people who want to tell her. You notice after that brunch or lunch, whatever that was with Spice, every one of her friends was just like, it's not my place to tell her. It ain't up to me to tell her. Everybody in there, Sierra was like, I don't even know her like that. So if your people
Shekinah will. Shekinah got a big mouth.
She should.
And guess what she is?
What? A hairstylist. That's Tiny's friend, right?
Well, they used to be friends.
That's Tiny's friend, yeah.
They used to be. I rest my case. I think
they know how to pull. They probably know these pressure points that make you talk. They make that loosen up their tongue. Because everybody get in the chair, and I bet they don't even realize they just told their whole life story. Well, that could be a short story. A hairstylist that's just pulling like people's secrets out and using them.
Are you telling? Don't tell.
Now when it come out on Hulu, I'm gonna be mad.
You're gonna be mad as hell.
I'll be like,
make sure you put a date and time stamp on this video.
Anybody watching this was my idea. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but so I'm not married. I'm not married, right? So I'm gonna ask you, the married person. If my soon-to-be husband / fiance, right, is telling me, I know we get married on Saturday, but I got a show on on Friday night. I'll be home on Saturday in time for the wedding. You okay with that?
I would be furious. I would have acted a whole fool. I mean, show my entire, let me tell you, I would be cussing, screaming, jumping up and down. I cannot, no, you ain't going nowhere. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. He can miss his plane. You can have an accident, anything. You don't leave town the day before, 2 days before, whatever.
No, he said the day of.
Well, he was
He
leaving
comes back to
before.
Atlanta the day of
That's
the
what I'm
wedding.
saying. But he's leaving a day or so before the wedding. You don't leave then either. I'm saying none of that.
He said he had 15 shows or something up until the day of the wedding.
Madness. Just madness.
To me, that told me his priorities are not what you, boo.
Or he feeling pressure because she didn't overspent for this stupid wedding. He feel like he got to go out here and sell his butt. I mean, he trying to get
he
this
feeling
money.
no pressure, girl. He already got 25 kids. He got to pay for them anyway.
Yeah, so he got to get out here and sing. You better get out here and rap and dance, do something. Sweep the floor or something. You better get out here and do what you got to do. Get these coins because you got all these mouths to feed.
Does she work?
Wedding.
Does she work?
I don't know her. I don't know. I just started this. I just started watching.
I mean, I hear him on the radio, so.
Yeah, I'm saying, you see, he looks stressed about this wedding, the expenses. So he should have more money than that. He shouldn't be sweating 100,000. But if he is,
I hope he ain't flying Delta.
his flight could get canceled. They cancel them left and right. Slice. There go two flights today. They taking them out. Folks getting stranded.
I just, to me, that was a red flag.
Oh, it's lots of red flags. Lots of
That's
them.
a huge ass red flag. Like you are not gonna get off the plane and walk in the chapel. You just not.
That's just dumb. It's not even a reasonable expectation. He wouldn't do that if he was trying to get to a meeting. You know what I'm saying? You don't plan stuff that close. That's just for drama. So yeah. And so was this episode or is it a preview for next episode? Safari mad that Erica Mena might be dating a man. Is that
what he said? You talking about Rich Dollars, where he said they're talking again?
Well, whatever. I don't remember who they said.
That's the preview.
Yeah, okay.
But they did show Erica Mena and Rich Dollars talking because Rich Dollars said he was in the wedding and asked
her to go with him.
Yeah. And I was like, what?
Yeah. And so that makes Safari mad, even though he cheated on her, claiming they were on break, and he basically left her. I mean, mentally and everything. He checked out. He was gone. She just served him with the papers, but he left her. And after all of that, I don't
think he was ever there, to be honest with you.
He don't get to be mad if she move on. He's stupid. I just don't like, he's not even a character. I was gonna say I don't like his character, but he a real person. He's just such an a-hole on there. Like, is he really that bad? Ugh.
I think, of course, these are all of our opinions, right? But I think that at some point he was like, oh shit, what have I done? Like, I really don't think that he was interested in marrying her. I don't know how it even got there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he did. And then he had 2 babies with her.
Okay.
So I'm just like so confused as
gun to his head. No.
Right. That's what I'm getting ready. That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm confused as to if you don't want to be there, why get married and have 2 babies by the girl? Like, that is not how you get away from the situation.
He's an idiot. And then, so the only thing he did was just check out on her. Just start leaving her, by herself, ignoring her. They sleeping in separate rooms. He just checked out.
But I'm saying, I don't think he was ever there. I don't think you're saying checking out. I don't think he was ever checked in.
Well, he made it so bad that she had to do something. It was disrespectful, actually. And
was it though?
Huh?
Was it?
Yes.
I mean, I guess I'm saying, was it, because I'm saying I don't even know the whole reason why you even went there. Like, how did you get to will you marry me when she was just supposed to be fun as a Camille, I mean, not Camille Cosby. What was Felicia Rashad's character name?
Claire.
Claire said, big fun. She was just supposed to be big fun.
You did all of that to say big fun.
Yeah, because I got to give y'all the reference. On the Cosby Show, when Vanessa went out with to go to the concert with her friends to
have big fun.
Yeah, she was just supposed to be big fun, and it turned into a marriage and 2 kids, and I'm like,
well, you made these choices, so you don't get to just leave. That's what I'm saying. It's disrespectful. He act like she had these babies on her own.
Yeah.
She didn't get herself pregnant.
No, she didn't.
She didn't put the ring on her own finger, did she?
She ain't buy it. Well, she might have on it.
Did she strap him up in the tuxedo and put a gun to his head? No, he did these things.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
He's a baby. He's just a man child. And he makes me mad every time he come on the TV. All the rest of the guys are trash, but they're actually likable, right? They got women all over.
1 minute she's off and on between Mariah Lynn and Erica Mena with Rich Dollars. Like they literally sharing Rich Dollars. And next thing you know, Safari brings Erica Mena to who? Why did they go out of town? I'm trying to remember. They went out of town with that wasn't Andy. I don't remember who they went out of town. And Safari snuck Erica Mena there with them on their trip.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Bitch was there, and then the girl that she had been with, and Joe Budden. I'm trying to remember why they were there. I'm not really remembering it. But anyway, yeah, and then next thing you know, they're getting married and having kids. And I'm like, how we get there? It's just crazy. But I don't know. It's really crazy.
Yeah, it has the feel though that he woke up one day, like you said, and was like, oh, shit, how did I get here? I gotta leave. And so there had to
but
be.
But that's basically what he said to his mom. I mean, I don't think you went back seasons, but that's basically what he said to his mama when he went to go and visit his mama. And he was like, I don't even know what happened. Like, and she's like, you got a family now. You got to take care of your family. And he's like,
he decided, no, I'm not doing that.
He was like, nah, I ain't interested.
I mean, I've not seen anything that immature in a long time. I mean, he just woke up one day and said, nah, I think I'm gonna head out. That SpongeBob thing. I'm gonna head on out. 1 minute he lovey-dovey with her, treating her with the roses and all that. Next thing you know, he just eyed him out. Okay, about them kids. Okay, what's she talking about? Who's
that said fucking kids? Who was that?
Oh man, I can't think of it.
Somebody said that recently.
Was it Peter Valley?
No, I don't remember now. Oh my God. Oh, maybe it's that video that's going around with that girl. It's a TikTok video where the girl is fussing at the man because the girl said the baby mama wants some money to buy the child some tennis shoes. And she said, you already paid $500 a month.
You ain't got to buy no.
Like, fuck you, fuck them kids.
Yeah, she did. I was sitting there like, he got a problem. I was like, she don't care nothing about his kids. She was like, she walked around in her gown. Yeah, he laying on the bed like, really, bro? You ain't buying them kids no Jordans. I don't care what you talking about.
She was dead ass too, boy. She was like, I'm good, but them kids, you already pay up $500 a month.
Like
she
that's
can
really
get that
some
money out them $500.
Like she act like that 500 some real money. She a mess.
That was funny.
Can do better than that.
I was like, oh,
He laying on the bed and she cussing him out there. That was funny. I did see. You probably sent it to me.
Oh boy, but yeah, loving him. Yeah, so we gotta see. We gotta see what's gonna happen with Jock, because Jock has taken over the whole Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it ain't about Scrappy and him wanting to commit suicide. That was kind of rough. I think that was last season. I mean, this on the app, they showed this as being like the second half of the other season. They're calling it all season 10, but I think when you see it on your DVR, it's showing season 11.
I don't even know. I didn't notice.
Anyway.
Yeah, Scrappy and Bambi, I don't know what's going on with them. To be honest, I don't follow anybody on any of these shows that we've talked about. Not one person.
Well, they ain't really talked to Scrappy in the last couple episodes. It's like you said, it's been about Jock and this wedding for the most part, and Spice. It's been a lot about Spice.
Yeah, her getting nominated. I didn't know that's how it worked. So that's interesting to find out somebody has to submit or at least nominate you for a nomination for a Grammy.
Mm-hmm. I have a friend who used to be in the Academy. Like she used to be a member.
Yeah, that was interesting to find out.
And you get to vote if you're a member and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So
I think Spice is full of it. I think she knew her friend.
Me not into that.
Yeah, she knew her girl was messing with him. It's been that long. This your girl, supposedly.
2010, 2011. Yeah, she
and
knew.
then at one point she made it sound like, yeah, she knew that old girl was sleeping with Jock, but she thought it was over. Is that what she's trying to say? She thought he was done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what she was trying to say.
I'm not.
I didn't know y'all was still doing it. I thought that was from way, way, way back in the day, back in 2021.
Right. You know.
Yeah, listen. If it's your real girlfriend, you know.
Yeah. So, either they not real friends, they might be just put together for like messiness,
right?
Like Bell Collective, or she and the other chick ain't friends. The one that's marrying Jock, y'all not really friends. If you know your girl been sleeping with her husband all this time, you're not her friend.
Well, Jock brought Kendra around, so Kendra ain't really friends with none of them. You know what I'm saying? Until Jock introduced them.
So none of them owe her anything.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Okay. And why is Carly Red always around? Now she used to mess with him, and everybody know it. That's like not a
saying used to, like it's not a possibility that she wasn't there yesterday.
You're right. Because somebody did say she left with him, or he was trying to leave with her. Or did she say that herself? I don't know.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what Carly is doing, but she needs to have a class on it. Because Carly stay around, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever she doing, I mean, even in between all of this stuff on Love and Hip Hop and the people that she's dated, Benzino and the dude, she for 5-10 minutes, maybe she dated the guy from the tattoo place. What's the tattoo show?
Black Ink
crew. She dated him for like 5-10 minutes. And then she got married. This guy came from nowhere. she got married, he abused her or whatever.
Oh, man.
Case may be that she went through a divorce on the Love and Hip Hop. So whatever Carly is, and who was that? Was it Benzino that gave her the ring, or was that no, that was somebody else, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so Carly doing something. She need to teach a class on that.
She need to show folks what to do because she got it.
She got.
And it's funny because you watch these folks on these shows and you see them sleeping with all kind of folks, having babies all over the place, but it's still attractive to people because that just means, it makes it sound like they got something and you want to see what it is. You want to get some. That's why they always got somebody. And it doesn't matter how they treating people. People not seeing that part. They seeing.
I must be horrible at it then.
They're not attracting folks.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Based on
I don't get it, but
it's just, they sexually attractive. It's a trip.
Yeah. Well, they just not selective. And I am. So
they selective, they just selecting the wrong things. All right, we need to shut it down.
Or they selecting everybody.
We've been at this a long time today.
Yeah, well, mess is mess.
Yeah.
So tell me about your shirt. I am Black History.
Oh, it's a shirt my friend's mom wanted. She was having a hard time buying it online, and I helped her order it. And then after she passed, the friend gave it to me.
Oh.
See, I did it today. I didn't say any names all day. So we need to get off of here before I say all of them all at once. Like Autumn, Haley.
What's in your cup?
Like Autumn, Haley, Leticia, Knight, Adam. So, I'll be naming them like that.
Right. Yeah, I got on one of my faves today. Somewhere between Got to Be Real and No, If You Book Black. From needthat.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I had to sport this one today. Been listening to some music all weekend since I was at a party this past weekend, except that it was kids there and they were playing the clean version and everybody started shouting at the same time, "Can you quit playing the clean version of these songs? It don't sound right." Everybody saying the words it's supposed to be, and then you looking sideways at the great grandmother, who, by the way, is 100 years old.
Nice.
She went bowling with us Friday, and she was bowling.
What? How she got the strength to be bowling at 100? That's amazing.
She was bowling, and then she was at the party Saturday, the whole time at the party. Oh, and she went to the casino too. I didn't go to the casino, but
I can see that. That's a granny place.
But they didn't leave to go to the casino till like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I was like, I was
not in the bed. Yeah.
I was asleep, and 100-year-old great grandmama was at the casino. And I was like, I got a text at like it was 2 or 3, 2 something in the morning. They had just gotten back from the casino.
Wow.
I was like, must be nice, 100 years old. Yeah, and was at the party dancing at the party. So it was so good to see my friends. They're my friend's grandmother, but she is a great grandmother, 100 years old. So yeah, that was cool this weekend. So yeah, I had some fun listening to the clean versions of songs until everybody went to sleep, and we was like, that clean. Oh.
Yeah, we went to a spot out here for my friend's birthday Friday night, and the DJ did karaoke too. So he'll put a song on, and the words on the screen. Folks were coming up singing the what they call it, the new Southern blues, like the new songs that are blues sounding.
Oh, really?
Like Me and My Side Piece, like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just now made, but it sounds kind of old school.
Yeah.
And this one, they had a line dance and everything. Keep on rolling. You heard that one? Keep on rolling.
I've been hearing Rita Brent making these songs, and they have a blues sound. You know, she's from Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a blues sound to it. I just been hearing her.
I'm gonna have to hear her.
She got one called, what's the Cat Daddy shorts? What are they calling those shorts?
Hoochie Daddy.
Hoochie Daddy. She got a song called Hoochie Daddy shorts or something. And it's like what you're saying, blues.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna look that one up. All right, girl. I gotta get going. I'm about to fade.
Fade to black.
Yep.
All right, join us next week. Don't forget to respond to our poll and let us know what you want to hear us talk about. Or we can just talk about current events, what's happening in the news. I just got a call about monkeypox. I ain't going to say what I really want to say, but I ain't going to say what I really want to say. So anyway, you can read between those lines. But anyway, so yeah, let us know, and we'll be back next week to talk about love and hip hop, Bell Collective, and Raising Cain better get better, or else we gonna nix that.
Yeah,
like we did Love and Marriage DC.
Yeah.
All right.
Did it. All right.
Next week.
See ya.
Holla.